One of my mutuals just said this, and she said that she gets tons of messages from women explaining their situation with a guy they're seeing, and they're wanting to know, based on what they're telling her, does she think that the guy likes them? And she said, stop stressing yourself out wondering if the guy likes you, and think about, do you like how he's treating you right now? In my experience, if there's a question about if he likes me, he doesn't like me. I remember back in 2012, I almost drove myself into a full-on panic attack because I was seeing this guy, and I would literally text and call my friend daily. Does he like me? Do you think he likes me? This is what he said. This is what he did. Does he like me? Oh my gosh, he hasn't called me in hours. I don't understand. Does he like me? And she finally was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You need to calm down because you're going to give yourself a fucking stroke. And there were years before that and a few after that where I did the same dumb shit. I would literally cause myself to have a panic attack worrying about trying to read between the lines and interpret his text and his voice tones and the time from the last time that he communicated with me to see if this dude liked me. In retrospect, now that I'm a lot smarter than I was back then and I know a little bit more, these dudes did not like me. And I honestly think that the panic that I was feeling back then was me literally knowing that they didn't like me. But I was so desperate to get their attention and to be in a relationship that I was just trying to force it to happen. I was trying to will it into happening. I was trying to make it make sense when it was not making any sense. And back then, I was also not in the right headspace to even be in a relationships should have been the farthest thing from my mind because I was so obsessed with it and wrapped up in it. I should have been working on myself. And people assume, they think they know me, and they assume that I just hate relationships and I hate marriage and I'm against it. I'm absolutely not against those things. There's nothing wrong with wanting those things. The issue that I have is when you are obsessed with those things and you're texting your friends every single day talking about what does this text mean? What does that text mean? And you're reaching out to your favorite influencers and creators, asking them, what do they think? You're looking online to find videos and articles to help you interpret, does this guy like me? And like my mutual said in her video, do you like how he's treating you right now? Do you like how you feel right now? Now that I know better, I can't, I would be like, just fuck it. Fuck you, fuck everything. I can't. I cannot be in a situation where there's so much question in the air and I don't know that I am driving myself insane. Absolutely not. I just remember I would get with these guys and then, wreck my brain trying to figure out how they feel about me. And I would put my whole entire life on hold so that I could just focus on being available and interpreting their fucking mixed signals that weren't mixed at all. They literally just did not like me. And I would stop writing. I would stop reading. I would stop having fun with my friends. I would just stop being a person because I was obsessed with wanting them to be my person. If you come to me and ask, yada, 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 does this guy like me? I'm going to tell you no. I'm going to tell you no every single time. Because something is going on. His actions aren't lining up with the things that he's saying, or vice versa, or you're reading more into the situation than this guy has actually told you. Or maybe he's led you on, but he's still really not giving you anything real to go off of and to kind of soothe your nerves. And there's this singer by the name of Halsey. Maybe some of you know who she is. I don't know. But she came out with this song a while ago, and there's a lyric in it where she says, the warning signs can feel like they're butterflies. So you think, oh, I have butterflies in my stomach. It makes me so nervous. When that's really your internal check engine light telling you, you don't feel comfortable. There's something wrong here. I heard another one of my mutuals say this about her relationship, and I know everybody's different, but I'm going to use her as an example. And she said that when she met her husband, she knew part of the reason she knew he was the one is because she was herself around him. And her friends could see that as well. And she wasn't trying to be someone else. And she wasn't, jittery and nervous and trying to be girly or trying to be one of the guys. She was just herself. And I love that because I don't think I can handle ever again being with someone who makes me feel jittery and worried and anxious. That's not good for me. I don't want to feel that way. So much like my mutual, a good indicator for me, one of the indicators would be how I feel. What is my nervous system feeling like when I am around this person or talking about this person? Part of us, I feel, as women, decentering men, is realizing that all the nervousness and the jitteriness and the butterflies and the fireworks is our body telling us this is wrong. Something is not right. There's questions that are not answered, or maybe there's something that we're choosing to overlook. All the stuff that romantic comedies and our aunts and, older people have told us are signs that it's a good thing are actually quite the opposite. If you're always on pins and needles talking about this person or being around this person, or you're always worried and you're always walking on eggshells, no, he ain't the one.